What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, you know what it is. We are doing a live cold calling today. We are doing the only live cold calling you'll ever see in wholesaling real estate on this channel because, number one, I'm not a guru trying to sell you some crazy, stupid course. I show what the real live cold calling looks like. I show this business. I show what this business is all about, and I show you the ins and outs, guys. Every single quote-unquote live cold call. It's recorded. It's not streamed live. I'm the only person that shares the actual time. Kind of like holding up a newspaper, showing you the exact time it is and showing you we're doing live cold calling today. This is a special episode of it because I will be choosing the live cold calls and I will actually be having you guys hop on with me and cold call with me. I want to hear you guys cold call too. I'll critique you too. So how it's going to go is I'm going to do some live cold calls. I'm going to have some people do some live cold calls. We're going to cold call together, kind of tag team it, kind of show exactly how they do it, some critiquing of them, trying to help the people out with their cold calling, and overall help you become a better real estate wholesaler and better at cold calling, just a better entrepreneur in general. So this is it. This is exciting, guys. Do me a huge favor. I ask this every time, but do me a favor and smash that like button and subscribe. Get the most free value from me, and of course, comment below your questions. We're ready to go. We're excited. We're jacked up. We're ready to teach you guys real estate wholesaling me today. So I'm pumped up. So if you're ready, get it going. Let's get this intro going and get out of bed. Woo!
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up.
Let's get it, guys. We're here to show you guys exactly how to get going in this business. I'm ready. I'm jacked up. This business has changed my life. Cold calling has changed my life, and I'm here to show you exactly how to change your life today in wholesaling real estate. I'm ready to go. Without further ado, let's get into live cold calling. What do I do with the live cold calling? I cold call the hardest list in wholesaling real estate to cold call because I'm not a scared little guru. I'm not here to sell you anything, guys. There's no way that I want your money. I'm just here to show you this business absolutely for free. I make enough money in this business. I make enough money in this business where I don't need to go on my hands and knees and beg you for a $4,000 stupid little course. It's ridiculous. So guys, I give it out for free, give everything for free. One-on-one mentorships, I get asked all the time. I probably get 5 calls a day on my personal cell. Guys are skip tracing my personal cell and asking me, how much can I pay you for personal mentorship, guys? I've had to change my phone numbers before from you guys, but I get asked all the time, like, oh, Zach, how do I get personal one-on-one? Guys, get the links on here. Talk to me. I'm a busy guy. I run a bunch of businesses and I run a huge real estate wholesaling operation because I don't need to go beg. I'm not on Zooms all day trying to sell you on a mentorship with a sales team, guys. I literally just teach real estate for free in my spare time and have a good time with it, guys. So let's get it going. Let's talk about it. Let's get into cold calling. So without further ado, how do I do this cold calling right? It's a live call. It's not edited and pretty. My grandma's on the other line. These gurus have fake actors on the other line of these calls because they're selling their cold calling course and mentorship for $5,000. Make it seem like they're the perfect person in the world for it. No. So let me do the one thing that makes everyone cry. I show the actual time. If you have a guru that claims to be live and they're quote unquote live in the comments, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I go to time.gov. I share my screen because I'm not scared to show that this is live. Literally, when I go to tell you guys I'm the only person that's live cold calling anymore in wholesaling, maybe someone does one to get like 1 or 2 views. I don't see it. But generally in a space where it gets more than 5 views, I'm the only one that goes live here. So I go to time.gov. I share my screen. No other person does that. So you see I'm live. But you might say, Zach, maybe you have a pre-done list where you have an actor on the other line, kind of like your favorite guru. Here's the cool part. I use a spinner wheel. We do random markets. Literally, like everyone knows, every week we do not every week, but usually every month we do a random spinner wheel. So let me show you right here. This is my picker wheel with random markets, and this is how I choose where I'm cold calling. Everyone knows picker wheel. What is this? Pickerwheel.com. I don't have it faked out, So that's it. So let's go spin the wheel. See where we are cold calling today. Let's go. Let's get it. What are you thinking? What are you guys thinking today? Where are we at? Where are we at? Guys, if this was not recorded, I would never choose New Hampshire. But remember, guys, I put all 50 states on here because I'm trying to keep it neutral, regular. Let's wholesale New Hampshire today. We'll probably get more than one market today, honestly, on it. So let's click hide count. So that one's not on there for the next time we do the spinner wheel. But we're doing New Hampshire today. So we're calling the Zillow for sale by owner list today. That is the hardest list to be doing. Why do I choose that? First of all, it's a challenge of a hard list. I want to get very extremely hard list for you guys, like 101. Guys, watch me. So if you could see me go through the hard stuff and hopefully not struggle and actually succeed, I've done deals in front of you guys, really good deals. I've negotiated creative financing deals in front of these lives. I've done it all. If you could see me do it with really hard and tough, mean sellers, that quote unquote never be a regular deal, and I can build some rapport and actually switch it on them and actually get a good lead. You can obviously do it on an easier list. Now, you don't do the Zillow for sale by owner list, but the reason why I do it is, first of all, it's the hardest list to do. Second, there's really no excuses for anybody. I always get excuse, oh, Zach, you're doing live cold call, but I don't have the money for skip tracing. I don't have the time to pull a list. I don't have blah, excuse. I don't want to hear it. You go to Zillow for sale by owner and you just start calling. You just start taking action. That's how you become successful and just taking action, guys. I mean, what we got? We got Corey in the comments. Corey got his first deal. I think he made like $3, $4, $5 grand from a Zillow for sale by owner in Tennessee. Okay. I wish I was cold calling Tennessee today. Easy. Do New Hampshire today. But I'm telling you, you get 4 or 5. I could easily do about, if I literally just did it, 4 hours a day for like 6 days a week, I could probably make 10K a month doing this. And that's never fun. That's a lot of work. I don't do that, but you can just with my skill set on here. So without further ado, let's go to New Hampshire on Zillow and start cold calling. I always get asked, Zach, how do you do your script? What's the script? Like, how do you talk? Like, what's the way you do it? Honestly, the way I do it is I just have a conversation with them there. And I just say, hey, Mr. Seller, New Hampshire. Hey, Mr. Seller, can you tell me a little about the property? I know about it. I try to build some rapport, and from there, I just do my best of understanding the property, building that rapport, and then seeing if they actually want to sell the property for a discount below what they're actually having it for. The reason why I do that is because you have to build a rapport to get somebody down in price. Just FYI, and then see if it's not a good deal and I can't bring them down price, whatever, let's go on the next one. Just that's my general script for this. And usually the secret here is you cold call the for sale by owners that are really old. What I'm telling you, so property's been listed for sale by owner for 3 days. Every realtor, generally like regular cash buyers, everyone and their mother is going to be calling that list. But if it's been listed for 330 days because it was listed way too high, guess what happens? Seriously, like, guess what happens? I switch it over. No one's getting these calls. It's been sitting there. Maybe a huge motivational situation happened in their life that they need to sell it now. And maybe I can go in here and actually do a deal from that, right? So that is definitely the point. That is why we do it. That is what I'm going after. And that's how I find these every really good lead I've done on these lives have always been from really older ones. The issue is when I do these older ones, it is harder to get a hold of them, but that works. So I'm right here in New Hampshire, right? Really small here. We're going to go here to for sale. Click here. You see by agent, get rid of that. Coming soon. No, we don't want that. We want for sale by owner right here, right? I'm going to click done. Now we see 0 agent listings. Most people think, oh, no, that's it, right? You just got to go here to other listings. Once you go to other listings here, boom, we are right here. And this is how we're going to get it going. I'm going to sort by newest. I'm going to scroll all the way down here till I get to the last one. This should be a really quick one, honestly. And I like to do ones that are over 100 days old. These are ridiculously old leads. So these are going to be perfect. So without further ado, let's get calling. We cold call a little, and then everyone in the backstage can start calling with me when I hop you back on. But without further ado, let's get calling some of these old ones, and we'll see. FYI, guys, this is a live cold call. I can't control this. Like, I don't know how any of this, what the other person on their other line is going to say. So if you have kids in the room, I would probably wait. I don't know if they're going to curse. I don't know if they're not. I'm not going to curse, but maybe the people on here, I can't control it. They might say something mean. I don't know. Just a forewarning for everyone watching this live. I literally ain't my grandmother on the line like these gurus. It's a real person. So we're going to see what happens. I'm seeing here, what is it, 12 acres listed 1,000 days ago? Looks like it's got a house there, you know. Hey, this is Zach. Give me a call back whenever you can. Thanks. Yes, did I miss the intro? Yes, you did. I'm about to lock up a contract from Fizbo and Zillow. It's awesome, Brian. Good stuff. So we got a log type cabin here, 2-1. This is the same house, same person, right? Yeah, same phone number. They didn't answer that one. So got a price cut in February here for a 3-2, 381. Project home. Oh, wow. New roof trusses. Wow, from Gotham. Oh, snap. I watched The Batman again this weekend. Speaking of Gotham, I thought it was a really good movie. You know, I like their take on the Riddler. It was actually, that was a pretty good movie. It's been all the 90s since I saw a Penguin movie with that, so I missed it. So it was good. All right.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name.
Oh, snap. Ooh. Hey, this is Zach. Give me a call back whenever you can. Thanks. All right. Also, this is 625. Let me check this out really quick. New Hampshire. Average price from Zillow. Just so I know where to call and where not to. It's pretty much on par to what I was thinking, around 400. So we're going to be calling under the median sales price. If you can look here. So average sales price about 418,000. We want to get under that price. Okay, guys, we want to get under 418 on this one. So if we see something for over that, probably not going to call unless it's like a crazy deal. So let's go here. Alrighty. That's above that, so we'll skip that one. About an acre here. We'll consider possible trades with a small lot with a trailer or a tiny cottage in Florida. Someone's out in New Hampshire. Let's give these people a call. I like land deals. You can still make a couple grand on these deals, so definitely worth calling. 8752. Now, again, these are like long shots because they're so old, but it's like fishing for like a big fish. Sometimes you don't get them. Sometimes you do. Kind of like the bluefin tuna fishing. It's been listed for a while, so kind of all over the board here. Alrighty. This could have called Joe.
Hi, this is Joe. I can't come to the phone right now. If you leave your name, your number, I'll call you back as soon as I am able. Thank you. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Zach. Give me a call back whenever you can. Thanks. All right, gonna keep it up here. Where in the world is this one? Do I got a number? Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Reach that post. Please name, brief message, and form to reach that, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. After you have finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Hey, this is Zach. Give me a call back whenever you can. Thanks. New Hampshire's getting rough today. What's going on with you guys? Mamma mia. If I called like Florida, I'd be off the hook. You know? 603. Let's see here. 409 7781. All righty. Olivia's got to go in here, you know. You just ask them what property they have. You're calling some people around the area. That's usually how we answer it. But yeah. Yeah, so basically just ask them.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Steven, very easy. Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5. Please. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
What's wrong with these people today?
3204137 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording,
This place.
hang up or press 1 for
Whoa.
more options.
Hey, this is Zach. Give me a call back whenever you can. Have a great one. Thanks.
Please press 1. Hello.
Hello, hi. Is this the owner of 573 2nd Avenue?
My uncle owns it, yes.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name's Zach. I just I see the ad here. I was just seeing if you're still looking to sell this.
It's still on the market, yes.
Okay. Is it on the market with a realtor?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's just listed for sale by owner here?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The reason why I'm asking is just this could be a property me and my partner might want to pick up and buy. So I'm just looking here. I saw it got listed around 105 days ago. So, I mean, my first question here is there any difference from when you took the picture, listed it versus now between those days?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the property?
Right now, the place, it's gonna need a roof. The roof that's there is not leaking, and it needs a new boiler in the basement.
Okay. Alrighty.
So the heating system, the boiler that was in there has been removed. So I mean, the whole heating system is there except for the boiler. But yeah, it needs a boiler, and it's gonna need a roof.
Okay. How bad is the roof then? I mean, is it actively leaking everywhere?
There's no leaks in the roof. There's several layers on there, and on the southern exposure roof, the most recent layer that's there is dried, and pieces of it come down if there's heavy wind and stuff.
Yeah.
So the one side is dried out.
Okay. And so you said this is your uncle's house?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
He lives down in Florida, and we live here in Maine, so I've been showing it for him and fielding phone calls for him and stuff.
Got it. Okay. And it seems like a pretty appropriately priced house. I mean, is there a reason why it hasn't sold at all?
Every time I've shown it to people, they're either looking for something that they can move right into and don't have to do any work. And then if there has to be any work done on it, they drop like ridiculous lowball offers of like 40 to 60,000.
I mean, hey, I'd like to buy this thing for 60,000, but I don't think I'd ever offer that to you.
Yeah, I mean, or somebody says they're interested in it, and then they say, "Well, we're interested in it. We'll put down $1 earnest money," and it's like, no, I don't think so.
I get it. What's your name, by the way, just so I can write it down?
My name is Josh.
Josh.
Vanderbeck.
Okay, Josh. Alrighty. So, how long has this property been vacant for?
Well, see, he used to use it to come up only in the summers from Florida, and he hasn't been up in the past three summers. He hasn't been up.
Oh, wow.
78, and he just doesn't feel like traveling up to New England in the summers anymore.
Okay, I get it. Alrighty. So it seems like something, if me and my partner go in and just, renovate it, seems like something that could work, maybe as a rental, maybe anything. I'm just trying to think here.
It was the electrical service in it at one time was broken up to the first floor and second floor.
Okay.
So it does have the panels where it can be easily converted back to a 2-unit on the electrical.
Okay. Alrighty. So just looking around here with the renovations, I mean, I'm just trying to ballpark it. If I'm got to put this in its best use for a rental property or something, need new roof. How's the exterior from the pictures? I mean, it just probably seems like it needs to be redone.
The exterior, it would probably need a little bit of repair work, like on some of the eaves and some of the areas like that, and would definitely could use another paint job.
Got it. Okay. Well, Josh, I mean, I'm looking here, and this seems like something I could want to look at. I mean, my next question here is, I'm interested in buying it, but if you're all the way up in Maine, I mean, how far of a drive is it from there to you?
About 45 minutes.
40. Okay. I mean, not too bad. All right. So, I mean, I don't want to waste your time. I mean, I do want to buy this property, but the one thing that does concern me is this thing has been listed for a while. It got listed at 120 and then up to 140. I mean, just
he jumped it up to 140 because he would be interested in somewhere in the 120s. He jumped it up to 140. So when he had it at 120, like I said, people were
just brought down to 120. We're gonna try to hit 90-ish. Here's 160. So we're gonna see.
140.
Okay. Well, Josh, I can't buy it for 140. I mean, unfortunately, I mean, I don't think you could even sell it for 140. I mean, it's already been listed. There hasn't been. It's pretty logical. I don't want to waste your time, my time. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I buy like 4 or 5 of these type of houses every month. So what I can tell you right now is I want to buy it, but I want to buy it something that works for you and me. I don't know if you have to go to your uncle and ask, but like, if I'm just going to buy this thing cash, like no inspections, I can put any earnest money you really want down, and I can buy this thing in probably a month, because you'd probably have to bring a mobile notary to your uncle in Florida. I mean,
Right.
what works? Like straight up, like no gimmicks, no games. What works?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to consider it and make an offer, and then I would run it by him.
Okay. Would he take $1 for the property?
Yeah, right. No.
No, I mean, what works? Because I mean, I'll buy this thing for $1 if you want me to.
No, he said he was something in the 120s. So I mean, saying
Okay.
you're offering me $1 or about 2 seconds away from just hanging up the phone.
No.
A lot of people over the past couple months, and I mean,
So he's at 120 on this.
yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to go talk to my partner on this. I mean, 120.
I mean, if you come up with something else, I mean, let me know and I'll run it by him. He's said, around the 120s, he might flex a bit from that. I'm not sure. But like I said, people have offered a lot of real low ball rates, and, somebody offered him 80. His words were, when someone offered him 80, is he'll die and leave it to one of his other nephews first.
Got it.
So.
Well, let me just try to understand how the market is on this one, just because I mean, there's not like an insane amount of 6-bedroom, 2 baths out there like this. It's a unique looking property. What's the highest offer you've gotten that's legitimately serious? Like at least $500 to $1,000 earnest money.
Let me see. The last person that was seriously made an offer of, what was it, like $115,000, and that was 2 years ago when he wanted way more for it, and he wanted to try to sit on it to see if he could get more.
Okay. Would he take that?
115, probably.
Okay. Well, I'm not 100% on this. My partner might kill me if I offer you 115. But what I want you to do is, I mean, my partner's kind of older. He's like no nonsense type person. This whole Northeastern types. He's kind of a guy like, hey, 115, yes or no. Like he's not a haggler.
Right.
So if you can go to your uncle and just give me a yes or no on that, and I can go back to my partner and I can give you a call back later and kind of see if that works. That might be something that we can do. I'm definitely gonna have to go look at it though. It is contingent on that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, sight unseen, nobody buys a place.
No, but I don't want to, drag him out there, and he's going to get upset at me. So,
right.
So go talk to your partner, your uncle, and then let me know, and I'll go talk to my partner and we can see what happens. But 115 might work here.
Okay. All right.
All right. Have a great one.
Thank you. You as well.
Thanks. All right. That's a lot. Okay. So, 115, not too bad there. And we're going to have to see. So if his highest offer is 115, the reason why I want everyone to take note, the reason why I said what's the highest serious offer is 2 years ago is 115. That's what a cash buyer would pay 2 years ago for that 115. If I could sell it to at least to a cash buyer for 120, it's about $5,000. Now, come on, guys. If I go meet this guy in person, I can bring him to 100 to 105. I'll probably close to 110 if I'm like not that good. So that's probably a $10,000 deal right there. So we're going to have him, I'll probably do a follow-up call and see where he's at on that one. But I hope you guys understand the way I do these calls is, I'm trying to be the no nonsense, I'm trying to build a connection with that person. He's from Maine, so he's not going to connect with a Florida man like me. But if I kind of say my partner's like one of those Northeastern type guys, which I say whatever I want about Rick, I don't think he cares as long as he makes the money on the deal. He can connect with that. And that's something I can do to help him out there. So what I'm telling you is these calls work. the way that I do these calls work, these Zillow for that's at $10,000 right there. It is very hard to get someone off that 148 to there. So I got them from 148 to 120, 120, 115. You know, I'm gonna see if that works for them. Then, you know, bring them down when I go see them there. That's closer to what I do. Definitely worth it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth me doing that. Let's see. Michael said the house next door sold for $215. That's money. I'm telling you, that's good money right there. So I'm telling you guys, like, find somebody that'll go live, have the courage to go in here and cold call with you and risk everything, the reputation of a bad cold caller. I don't care. You know, I put my hours in cold calling. I know how to talk to a seller. I'm not here selling a $5,000 cold calling course. I legit give you the game. I give you what a real cold call looks like. You're not going to see this anywhere else. No fake actor, no warm lead. That was a cold lead I just did. Guys, you can make 10, 15K on deals like this all day. And this is stinking New Hampshire, okay? I was not happy about New Hampshire, but I think the spinner wheel gods blessed us today on this one. So that is New Hampshire, guys. Let's hop some people on. Let's get some calls going. Let's go see what I can help the people out here. Michael. Yo.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? How are you?
Doing good, doing good.
Awesome, man. We can get some calling in.
That what? This is my first time on this, so I don't know how it works.
All right. You here to call or not?
No, I'm not going to call.
All right, man. Well, hop on tomorrow. I'll talk to you one-on-one. The links today is only for calling.
Oh, my bad.
You're good, man. I'll talk to you later, bro.
Yep.
Are you coming tomorrow?
I should.
All right. See you, man.
Yep.
All right. Since a lot of people didn't see the words next to the link, if you want to cold call with me, you're willing to call, hop on, put in the comments on the private chat, hey, I'm ready to call. We're going to do some calls together, guys. That's what we're doing today. Raul. Unmute yourself, bro.
Yo, what's up, Zach?
What's up, man?
I'm ready to call. Let's get a call going.
Let's get it, man. So you got a list or a market you want to do?
Let's do Houston since I'm in Houston.
You're in Houston?
Yeah.
Pop it up, man. I'm having you call, man. You're doing the calls. Let's do it.
Let me get on Zillow. I apologize.
Bro, this is what we're going to do, all right, man?
All right.
I'm going to have you start going to Zillow for sale by owners in Harris County.
Harris County.
Start dialing. Once you get an answer, put it in the chat and we'll hop you back on, all right?
All right. Got you.
All right. I'm going to keep calling. Let the people get some more live calls. Watch them.
Go ahead.
Harris County, for sale by owner, older than 200 days. Start calling. Put in the private chat when you got someone, all right?
Got you.
All right. See you, man. Get it going. Boom. Telling you guys right now. You ready? Call. Hop on. All right. Hop on. I'll tell you where to go, where to call if you want to call. Let's get it. Put it in the private chat. All right. I want to see if you guys are ready to call. I don't know if Cody's ready to call, Ashley or Randy. Put in the private chat if you want to call or not. And we'll see. But Julian says, finally get to see you live, my boy. Love it, man. But let's see. We got hold on. Randy, what's up?
How you doing?
What's up, man? What market are you in?
I'm in New York, Long Island.
Long Island? All right.
Yeah.
Probably not the best cold calling market, man. But
Yeah, no, I know.
do you have a market where you're virtually wholesaling?
I've been trying to do a San Antonio, Texas for right now.
All right.
Got a couple like I did a couple cold calls and some picked up, some were some said no. Nothing yet, but still trying.
All right, man. Well, go to Bayer County, I think it's called, with an X. Start doing the for sale owners, man, and then put in the comments when you got an answer, and we'll listen in live, help you out, and I'll try to help direct you with that call as best I can.
What was the county you said?
That's San Antonio's county. Bayer County, Bow County, whatever it's called.
Okay.
BEXAR, I'm pretty sure. All right, man.
All right. I'll do it.
All right, get calling. Get it
All right.
going. Anyone else wants to cold call that's on it? Hop on. We'll talk. And without further ado, while waiting for them, we'll keep calling in here, guys. All right, cool. Got it right. So yeah, sounds like bear. But so that lead was interesting, knocked him off here. We're gonna keep some more calls going on here. It's a nicer, it's a nicer mobile home. I'm probably not gonna call that one, probably not the best one. 369 seems like a decent one. So we'll get this one on here. Alrighty. Alrighty. Oh, that one didn't go through. What's going on? Try to call this one again. They got a price cut, right? All right. We see Raul calling. I like it. He's on the phone. He's getting it. All right. Mm, 45 acres. Whoa. I'll call this guy. 45 acres. I'm going to call that. You kidding me? How much is that an acre? 5,300 an acre is pretty good. That ain't bad. Whoa. All right. Bet.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Is this?
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can. What can I do for you?
Hi. This is Zach. Is this the owner? I'm calling on a Zillow for sale by owner ad here in Sullivan, New Hampshire, Boynton Road.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the owner.
That's some of my property. Yeah. What's up?
Okay. Hey. This is Zach. I'm just calling here because I might be interested in buying this property. I just had a couple questions.
Where you from, Zach?
I'm from Florida.
You're from Florida?
Yes.
You're not a broker, or you're not buying it to resell it, or you're not like with some real estate agent or anything like that?
No, I'm with my partner.
I gotta meet you first, because I got it for sale, but I don't give a shit if I sell it or not. So
I get it.
you gotta be the right guy, because you gotta be my neighbor.
All right.
I'm not selling it to just anybody. So as long as you know what you're in for, is it something that you want to buy and you want to build for yourself?
It'd be with a partner, probably with a builder.
With a
Correct.
partner?
With a builder, yes.
Okay, but you're not interested in developing it or anything like that. Am I correct?
Possibly. I mean, it depends on
Yeah.
which
Nah,
builder.
forget about it. I ain't even interested in talking with you.
All right. No worries.
right, you
Have a
good
blessed
day.
one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that guy. Interesting. But all right, no big deal. I mean, here's the truth though. Like, I could buy it from him and then develop from him. There's nothing he could have done about it, but I'm just trying to be nice, Whoa. This is a nice looking house. I'm going to call this one. I will open it, man. You got someone on?
To and the foundation, I think, is getting old.
The foundation's getting old.
Yeah.
What about the electrical?
No, that's not good. And the AC is brand new too.
And the AC is brand new.
Yeah.
What about the roof? What can you tell me about the roof?
I mean, it hasn't broken or anything, but it's been there for a couple years. I mean, like a long time, you know. So I don't know. Somebody might want to check that out. I don't know about roofs and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it hasn't broken or anything, so I'm getting a good sign.
It's not leaking?
What?
Is it leaking?
No, it's not leaking.
Okay. So what would you say is like the major concern of the property? Just the foundation?
The foundation and the cement, because the property doesn't have cement. Like, it's like dirt in the front.
Uh-huh.
So, like, cement and foundation, that's probably going to be, like, your most expensive things.
So considering how much it would cost to fix the foundation, you would still want 100? Or is that what?
Yeah, no, I still want 100.
Okay. All right. Well, what about the what would you say how the plumbing is? How the sinks, the showers,
Everything
the
works.
kitchen?
I mean, I don't know what else to say from that. Everything works.
Everything works, but it just needs an update for sure. You would say?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, the shower looks old. You know, looks better if you update it. So yeah.
All right. All right. Well, hey, look, I'm still down to visit you on Saturday if you're still open to it. Like I said, I'll put. I got if it looks good, if it works out to me, I got you on earnest money. Make sure to show you that I'm serious. I don't know what your other offers have been, but I'll offer you cash. I'm ready.
Are you a cash buyer? You would give full cash?
Yes. No.
Right.
We work like as smooth process as we can. No flexible terms. So considering that, you still want 100?
Yeah, I want 100. I mean, I know the property can sell for like 170. That's why I want 100.
Oh, okay. So it's already
like
you're already 70.
Yeah, because the one next to me sold for 175.
How many bed and baths is it?
It's 3 and 1. I think you can sell it for like 170 if you know.
Just like yours is 312.
Yeah.
Is it the one next to your house? How long ago did it sell?
A year ago, to be honest. But they fully upgraded. Like, that house looked worse than ours, and then they put stuff on it, and now it looks even better than ours.
Oh, and it sold for 170 a year ago?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, literally our next door.
Oh, like we're just right next. Is it a bigger house or is it just about the same?
It looks the same yard size, everything almost the same.
Square footage?
Yeah. It looks, yeah. I mean, from size, from how it looks the same. I haven't been inside, you know?
Can y'all hear?
Yeah, look at the notes, man. You gotta ask some questions. If you've already asked the questions, don't answer them, but.
Hello, Alfred?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Actually, it's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Never mind.
Oh, it's a 3-2?
Yeah, there's a 3-2 or 2-1.
Oh, theirs is 3-2.
Yeah.
Okay. And yours is 3-1.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So I might sell for a little less, considering it's a 3-1. It's a little smaller, but comparable.
I mean, I feel like you could make another restroom. I don't know, because what's called the biggest room in the house, it has 2 closets. You could make one a restroom. I don't know. Maybe like a half restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure. So are you interested, right? Saturday at 12, you said?
Yeah, Saturday at 12. I could be there. I'll take a look at it. I'm more worried about the foundation. That's what I want to look at more. The foundation and the roof. That's my concern. Biggest concern, because repairing it is an issue sometimes. It just depends how your house how it is.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. Well, can you give me, before you head out here, give me a call or message something, just like, make sure, I don't cancel you or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. I'll let you know.
So before you head out over here, just give me a call, a text. If I don't answer, I say you don't show up.
Okay.
Just don't show up.
Yeah.
So
We'll try it again another time.
What happened?
What if you don't? If you cancel or something, we'll try again on the next day or when you're available.
We can try the same day.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna cancel, but just in case something like that happens, I don't answer. I'm busy, you know. I'm gonna give you a call back as soon as possible.
All right. Well, hey, look, my name is Raul, and my direct phone number is 346-399.
I'll put his phone number on there.
All right.
So yeah, expect a number from a 346 number, and a call from a 346 number, and then we'll see what we can do.
All right. Well, thank you, man. You have a good one.
You too. Goodbye.
Bro, I totally take action. You did, man. Good job.
Thanks. What do you
Congrats,
think,
man.
or what? Huh?
Dude, tell me about this deal, man. Is this cold? Was this cold?
Cold.
You got an
cold.
appointment, man.
So
All
look,
right.
Look, let me tell you. I found it on Zillow.
Wait,
100.
don't show me the address, dude.
Okay.
Don't. If you show me the address, there'll be 50 calls right now to that address. Telling you, don't go with Raul.
I found it on
Raul's bad.
Zillow, 100 days old. I
right.
did just what you told me to do. Just go on Zillow, look for the oldest house, and I clicked on it, called the number.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I put some questions you got to ask on there. Maybe you've asked him. I didn't know. He's stuck at 100K. What I always ask is, hey, if you want 100K for it, why hasn't it sold? It's been 100 days. Why hasn't it sold for 100K yet?
I asked him that right before I hopped on the live. He said he's been getting offers at 80K, 90K. He wants 100 flat.
What is it listed as?
It's listed as 125.
Okay. Why is he looking to sell it?
He wants a new home.
In the same place?
Nah, he didn't. I didn't ask him.
You gotta get that info, man. Because if you're looking to move out of state, then you can use that as something when you're actually pitching everything, right? When you're painting
some type of leverage.
Yeah, it's great leverage, man. So I'd be doing that. That's good, man. Go meet him at the house. I think that'll work. Yeah, dude. I always want to get motivation for it. So if his motivation is to move in another place in the same city, probably not good motivation. But if his motivation is to move with his wife to Phoenix, probably pretty good. And she has a job lined up there, and they have to move in a month. That's better urgency. 100 days, though. I mean, he's playing games with you, definitely. He hasn't sold yet. So if he's getting stuff for 80 or 90, you're probably going to be closer to that. You're not going to be at 100, man. You're going to run some comps, kind of see it. You can do some tight deals on this, so it's not bad. But, yeah, man, that's great, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean.
Taking action, man.
Got to.
How many cold calls have you done today?
That's the only one today.
How many cold calls have you done last 7 days?
About 20.
About 20?
Yeah, 20.
About in the past month?
The past month?
Honestly.
Well, I got cold callers doing it for me.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. VAs.
And how many calls have they been doing?
Over 7,000 a day.
Then why are you calling?
Just fucking getting on the action.
All right. I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. Have you done any deals yet?
No, I came close to one. I just started doing this for about a month.
Okay. Why do you have VAs then?
So I can have more than one campaign going. I'm doing direct mail, cold calling, banner signs.
All right. Well, you're in Houston, right, man?
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, if you can find people to drive for dollars for you and you cold call that yourself, you don't even have to. You don't even have to have VAs cold calling for you. Houston works so well. How old are you, man?
24.
24, dude. I'm 22. I know, bro. I know 19-year-olds that are driving for dollars and making $500K a year. They drive for dollars. They true people search and they cold call on Google Voice. All they do in Houston. All they do.
Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do driving for dollars. I haven't been doing that. No.
All right, man.
But
I know people that do that, okay?
I don't blame you. I mean, you're right. You're 100% right. I can't say you're wrong.
So How many VAs do you have, man?
2.
2? And they made
Yep.
7,000 calls?
Yep, on call tools. I use call tools.
Or what, using a 10-line dialer?
No, I don't I'm using like today they made 4,500 calls. But the type of dialer I'm using, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Okay, what list?
Vacant, distressed, out of state owners. I have them calling in Galveston. They're calling
Calling
for
what?
Galveston. Their list is in Galveston. The list that I give them is in Galveston, Texas.
Okay, that's a good market. Okay. I'm just trying to see are you getting in appointments from 7,000 calls?
You see, that's where I'm not liking it because I haven't got an appointment yet off of these calls. I spoke with two sellers, but that I've gotten hit with some objections. One lady was telling me that she is going to talk about it with her husband, and I tried following up with her yesterday. She is not answering the phone.
All right, so I'm going to give you some honest advice, man. If you've done 7,000 calls with 2 VAs and you've gotten not one appointment, those VAs aren't probably working, man.
Exactly.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're right.
I'm saying this in the nicest way. I want the best for you, bro.
I understand because I'll be going through their calls. I can go through their calls and they sound like scams.
Yeah, man.
And
What,
I don't
from
like
the
it,
VAs?
so excuse me.
With the VAs?
With the VAs, they sound like scams. They sound like a scam calling your phone because on call tools, I can go back and listen to their calls, and I'm not liking it. I'm only using them as a test. This is the first time I use them, and so I'm going through their calls. I'm listening how they're doing, how they're integrating with the sellers, and I'm not liking it. So these are my first 2 VAs I hired, and I'm not looking to continue with them for the next month. I hired them to work for a month, and like you said, all these calls, and I haven't got an appointment yet. I mean, that's not good.
So you literally spent 10 minutes calling and you got an appointment. Your first appointment a month. And he said, you see what I'm saying here, man.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying.
I know you spent probably a lot of money on this list. Skip trade. I get it, man. Bro, you got to hop on these one-on-ones before you do this stuff, man. I'm telling everyone that watches this, before you spend money, talk to me about your plan and I'll explain it to you what I think. You just have to hear me out.
Yeah.
So Raul did not talk to me before this, but I don't care, man. I'm here to help. So what script? I'm saying this to be nice. Like, I'm going to see if it's the VA's fault or your fault.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not making any judgment. No judgment on you. I'm here to
go
actually
ahead.
help
Go
you
ahead.
out.
Tell me the truth. I want it cold.
What script are you telling these VAs to do?
I tried to. Okay, so actually, I had a conversation with the guy who reached out to me. I guess you would say the manager. I asked him, "Hey, do y'all have a script?" Because I was gonna hand them the
Manager
script
for who?
for the callers.
Are you using a service for VAs?
So to say, it's like a small business that they do.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's
Man.
pretty much a service.
I've never told anyone to do that, but go ahead.
So I told him, I was like, "Hey," I messaged him on Podio. I was like, "Hey, what is the script y'all are using for these for your cold callers?" And he said that he had made his own script and that they're using, and it's not so good. Here, look, I'll play a phone call. Listen to this if you can hear it. I don't like it, dude. They sound like scams.
Hello.
That was a short call.
Anyone's longer than 4 seconds?
Yeah, but the ones that are longer than 5 seconds, they're not good. I don't like their service.
We'll play one. Let me hear it.
Eric, I'm not here right now. Just leave a message and I'll call you back when I have a chance. Thanks.
Hi, this is Jay. I'm calling about a property that you might own at 902 22nd Street, Unit 2. I'm working with a local home buyer and we would like to know if you'd consider hearing a cash offer for the property. Thank you and have a great day.
It sounds like
Got it.
that.
So, all right. Well, have you been through freewholesaling.com?
I'm signed up with the website. I haven't actually went to the call to the,
All right.
all the videos. I watched
Hey, man.
the. Tell me.
I'm not here to I'm not here to berate you, say, oh, you're terrible. Like, I'm here to help, man. We've all made mistakes, dude.
For sure.
There's no judgment on my part.
Mm-hmm.
What I am saying though, if you did go through freewholesaling.com, some of the red flags that were here, first of all, I never trust agencies for VAs for two reasons. First of all, the quality control sucks.
Yeah.
The person that creates the script, they're trying to get agency stuff off of you. They don't run a real business, so they don't know what works or what doesn't work. And secondly, they usually steal your data. Just being honest, a bunch of these agencies steal your data. And if you're using a big guru, most likely it is.
No, I'm not using a guru.
How much are they charging you?
Well, actually, let me tell you the story behind this. They've been trying to reach out for me for the past 6 months.
The agency?
Yes, they've been following up with me, and then I have never contracted them because I felt like they were a scam. I didn't want them to just pay them my money and then they just run off on me because they take payments through PayPal or Cash App. And they're overseas. They had full disclosure. They told me, hey, look, we're overseas. We're in the Philippines. We take payments by PayPal and we work by a weekly basis. And I haven't, for about 6 months, I just wasn't budging. I just didn't want to. I didn't trust them. I didn't want to go with them. And so for about a couple weeks ago, they sent me a promotion. They said, we'll work for you for a month for $800. And I said, you know what? All right, I guess. I paid them they said they'll take a payment of $400 at the beginning of the month and then another $400 at the end of the month. And so I said, all right, fine. You know what? Let's do it. I paid them $400. We got Podio signed up and call tools. And that's it. Yeah. $800 for the month.
I mean, not the end of the world. I mean,
No.
you did make an agreement. So, I mean, they're not, I mean, it's not total scam. I'm not calling it a scam because, I mean, they have callers from the Philippines. It's just the agency is probably not the best on there, man.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two is their script sucks. Every single live cold call I've done is because they have a Filipino accent, which you can tell pretty easy. I can tell. You want the less words they say, the better, right?
Correct.
For example, the word buyer in a Filipino accent, it's very obvious when they say the word buyer or home.
Correct.
I'm not, like, no knock on the accent, but like home and buyer is a very hard word to say with an accent. That's why I make all my VAs, especially from the Philippines, talk very fast and they say very short sentences. Are you the owner and are you interested in selling the house? That's all you get. Yes? Great. Our partner Raul will get to you and give you a phone call within a day or two. Is that okay? Boom. He'll reach out to you. That's it. Boom, boom. It spends more time calling. First of all, do you have an LLC or like a corporation or anything?
I have an LLC.
Here's the thing, man. You can't write that off if you're going through PayPal if you can't 1099 them. Or you can't write it off as a business expense. That's number one. So
Correct.
That's why I like Upwork. And you hire your own VA because you can control the VA and you can give them your own script. And you don't know how good this it's tough, man. It sucks. That's why I like Upwork. So you learned a lesson here, man. It's fine. No knock, dude. It's $400, man. So yeah. I honestly, like, the list probably more expensive than that. But I think you should switch up the strategy, dude. How much free time do you have to spend to wholesaling real estate per week?
My schedule just changed.
Just generally, man, ballparking it.
30 hours.
That's a lot. Okay. What times?
Morning to about morning to 5. Just pretty much all day, pretty much.
All right. Do you have a car?
Yes.
Okay. $400 of gas, bro, is good, man. Unless you're one of those crazy Houston people with those big pickup trucks that get 2 miles to the gallon.
No.
I mean,
I
even
have
my
a,
truck, it's like 22. All right. So like it's a bigger truck. So that's a lot of gas, dude. If you commit next month to spend $400 in gas on drying for dollars and just cold calling, you will do so much better. I promise you right now. So much better. So much better results. And if you have friends, someone you can even pay $15 an hour if you actually want to get crazier with it to drive for you. Or honestly, if you can find new wholesalers, because I've heard you on the phone, man. You're not bad, dude. Obviously, there's improvements you can obviously do, but that's just with experience. For someone like you that's just kind of starting out, you're great. You can get a deal tomorrow. You need to go on that appointment just for the experience factor. Talking to somebody in person, it might not even be a deal. I hope it's a deal. It's not, but it's great experience. I'm telling you, in Houston right now, if you can go on Facebook groups and figure out where wholesalers are getting deals, which you're smart enough to figure that out, I want you to find 5 of the most hottest zips on the Houston Real Estate Investing Associations where people are locking up contracts, wholesalers, and drive for dollars in those zip codes. So you hit that $400 of gas money, dude, you're going to get a deal. You will get one. So here's the question. Should you be doing something that's failing right now? Or should you do something that has like a 70, 80% accuracy if you actually do what I say? That's the way my brain looks. Should you go with something that's having a 0% success rate or something that's going to have an 80% if you actually go through the entire plan? You're muted, man. You're muted, bro. All right, he's muted. You're muted.
Hello?
All right, that's better.
Okay.
Which one are you choosing?
No, you're right. I mean, the obvious one, and I'm glad you told me $400 in gas money. I haven't thought about it like that. I haven't thought about it as
That's
a
your
marketing
cost.
expense. That's the marketing cost. I've never thought about it like that.
And you can write it off, dude.
Exactly.
And
And
guess what, man? You can listen to music, listen to a podcast, do whatever
have
you
fun
want
with
while
it.
you're driving.
Have fun with it.
Dude, I have a freaking blast, man. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah, you're right. And like you said, this is the first month I've worked with these people, and it's a learning experience. So I'm taking it as a learning experience and doing something better in the future with it. Using my money somewhere else where I can use it more efficiently and get a higher response rate.
Dude, that's it, man. Do something to look forward to, dude. What I used to do is like when I was in college or whatever, I used to drive for dollars and stuff. Like I remember when Astro World came out. I wanted to listen. I was hyped up.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to listen to it unless I was in the car driving for dollars.
for sure.
I had
Astro,
to
yeah.
do something to look forward to it, man.
You're right.
It's fun, dude. You're just bumping music in the car while driving, looking for ugly houses, man.
You're just
Getting closer to
cruising,
your
having
dream.
fun. What? Yeah,
It's the dream, bro.
That is fun. Yeah.
Most people have way more fun driving for dollars than they do cold calling. And the cool part is you're only cold calling like 500 properties a month versus cold calling 7,000. That's it.
That's it.
Dude, it's fishing. It's fishing in a pond full of fish because those leads, no one else is cold calling. Everyone, their mother in Houston, bro, is cold calling that vacant list. Everybody.
Nobody's driving for dollars.
There's a lot of people driving for dollars, but
there's people. There are people. Some people, but not as much.
You're competing against like 2 or 3 people, though, man. Like at most.
Exactly.
Bro, this lead you're just doing, you're competing with like 7 other offers, man. And realtors, dude. I'm telling you, it works, man. The only reason I'm telling you this works because I know multiple people in Houston that are just destroying it, driving for dollars, and they're younger than you and me.
Wow.
And they're probably worse at talking to sellers than you. Just remember that there's people right now in Houston that are probably younger than you, worse at talking to sellers than you, that are making way more money than you, just because they're driving for dollars.
All from driving D for D.
Well, I mean, people do other stuff too. I mean, arrest records, code violations, other stuff. But Houston, that's where I've seen the best success.
I'm also doing mailers. These are my mailers. I'll show you them. This is what I'm doing for mailers. I'm using these.
How much have you spent on mailers this month?
Let's just say real low cost. I have little to
How
no
much?
money on mailers.
Are you just sticking them in the boxes?
No. Okay, so I paid $300 for my mailing stamps. I got real low expense really low expenses on my mailing.
Cool.
Really low. It's little to
What list?
nothing. I am pulling a probate list for the mailers. All my mailers are for probates and divorce.
All right. I would probably skip divorce. I would focus on probates. Divorce
Okay.
sucks. I just even in Texas, it's worse than Florida. Just the courts are a little weirder. Actually, Florida's different because you need both parties. I'd probably avoid divorce. What I want you to do is now you're not even mailing divorces anymore, which will save you at least $20. I want you to buy a huge fat thing of yellow sticky notes and a pen while you're drawing for dollars. Okay.
Okay.
And every single time you see an ugly house, you're going to write, "Hey, this is Raul. Give me a call back. I have a question." Put your phone number, slap that on the ugly looking house, and do like 100 of those a week. You will all instantly probably get a 90% callback rate. That's better than a. Could you imagine you just mail every ugly house in Houston?
That's a lot.
Just slapping a sticky note on there, dude. I want to guarantee you get a deal, man. If you draw it for dollars, and then every time you see an address, you slap a sticky note on there, bro, half of them you don't even have to cold call because they'll be calling you, and you get their phone number.
Yeah, because these callers,
hey,
these sellers.
You put a sticky note in my house that, "Hey, this is Raul. I was actually driving by the neighborhood and actually saw this house. I actually buy houses. I was seeing if you're looking to sell it. That's why I put the note there." "Oh, I'm not looking to sell." "Okay, have a great day." "Oh, I was. Are you targeting me?" "No, I was just driving around the neighborhood." "You were." Boom. It's way easier than the freaking conversations you're having, man.
You're right.
You got to work smarter, not harder, man. I used to cold call 5 hours a day, 5 days a week for a year straight. There's way easier ways to do it now. That wasn't even in my scope when I was doing it. So the way you got to think about it, man, do you want to guarantee a chance of getting a deal, or you want to be at where you're at now, man? And you're not even doing any more work. You're just shifting the work. That's it, man.
I want it. I want it.
Well, if you want it bad enough, you're going to do it. So make a plan, bro.
For sure. Hey, look, I appreciate you for taking me on.
That's it, man. I'm not going to forget you. So next time you hop on, I'm going to see what happens.
For sure. Yeah, hell yeah. You
know how I'm going to know if you're lying or not?
How?
If you got 0 appointments, I know you did not do enough. I'm guaranteeing you, man, if you put 500 sticky notes on ugly looking houses, you'll get at least 2 appointments. Minimum.
For sure.
Minimum. All right.
That's good stuff. Hey, I appreciate you.
Get it going, man. People would literally do anything to live in Houston right now because they live in like a stupid market. All right.
Correct.
Do it, man. You got this.
Thank you.
All right. See you soon, man. Take action. So what are you going to do? Tell me what you got to do.
Drive for dollars. Cold call.
How much are you going to drive for dollars?
$400 worth of gas money.
In a month. Get it, bro.
Thank you.
All right. See ya.
Yep.
That's it, man. All right. Let's see what Randy's got.
And what about, like, let's say the plumbing? How's the plumbing?
Yeah, plumbing's good. Everything's flushes and things, water runs and everything. Yeah, so electricity is good, plumbing's good. Well, the water heaters are outside. We have 5 water heaters. One is inside the manager's quarters in the closet, and then we got 4 water heaters that are outside. Yes.
Are they new, or how old are they?
they're a little old. I think one's probably maybe the newest is probably about 10 years old or something.
10 years old.
I mean, they're three of them lightweight, kind of pilot switch, where you just press the switch.
And and one more quick question. And what's the reason for selling?
Owner's retiring.
Owner's retiring. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we just kind of putting back for sale and seeing what offers we get and kind of make a deal from there and see. So.
And is it vacancy? Is it vacant right now?
It's like short-term rental, so we're not renting long-term. Like we don't do leases or things like that. If people want rent for a week, then they pay $200 for a week, or if they want to rent nightly, they pay $50 or short-term or something. So.
And the cap rate.
Yeah, so I mean, rate percent. So like, based on that, the expenses, because it's kind of self-managed, the expenses are about $22,000 a year. Property tax, property insurance, and utilities, basically. So
22,000, you said, right?
Yeah, 24,000 most, because that's covering water, electricity, gas, and then the property taxes, which we kept low, and then the property insurance as well. So, property insurance is $6,000 a year. Property taxes $6,000 a year. Just kind of like $1,000 for other expenses, maintenance and yard work and all that stuff.
And the net operating income.
Yeah, so it ranges, between it depends on a very good year. So it's like you can make 120, and then you end up with 90 to 100.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, I didn't hear you clearly.
Yeah, like you can end up with 90 to 100,000.
90.
Based on it depends on how you run it. If you're running it weekly, and if you don't want somebody on site, so then that's different. But it's kind of like based on the expenses, because it's the owner stayed at the place, so kind of the expenses are a lot less stuff. So if you have somebody kind of staying on site. Now, if you don't want somebody on site, you can convert it to 14 units, or you can convert it to like eight large apartments if you wanted to.
And what is your guys' time frame for selling?
As soon as someone gives us a good cash offer, we've got people wanting to visit, this week and stuff like that. And then I got one guy that said he's from New York. Actually, he's calling back next week. So.
Oh, okay. So I'd have to speak. So what is you guys are asking for 850? I see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's the lowest offer you guys gotten so far?
No, I mean you give us the best offer, and I'll kind of make a decision once we get everything, probably by mid next week.
All right. So I'll talk with my partner.
Okay.
I'd have to let him know for 850 because it's quite much, but I'll talk to him and I'll give you a call back.
Yeah. Okay. What's your name?
My name's Randy.
Randy. Okay. And you're in New York?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right. And your name?
Haru. Haru.
All right, Haru. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Talk to you then. All right.
All right. Thanks. Bye bye.
All right, man. That's not
How'd
bad,
I do?
dude.
That was like, I think the 20 something called.
Yeah, man. What I'm trying to look at here, it said it got listed 6 hours ago, dude.
Yeah.
That is not a call to be doing, man. Over 100 days.
Over 100 days?
Bro, over 100 days is the minimum, dude. Because I can't even close that person because it's only been listed for 6 hours. They have to get all the reason why over 100 days works so well is because they're getting no offers and they're getting more desperate. At 6 hours, every investor's calling them. Every realtor's calling them. And, oh, my God. I've listed for sale owner a couple times. It sucks, man. You get too many calls. and they feel like their property's worth $1 billion. After 100 days, they don't get any calls anymore, and they still list it for like a crazy high price.
Yeah.
And then like, oh shoot, something's going on. I need to sell it. 6 hours. And I was trying to tell you what to think of, like what to say on there, but like I saw 6 hours. I'm like, they're not like there's no motivation on there to sell it. And that wasn't the owner, right?
No, it was like I think a manager from the place.
Yeah. So
Is
you're
that owner's
gonna have to
retired?
get a hold of the manager there. It's not going to be a good one. But it is smart. I mean, with motels and like bigger things, like you got to get more of technical analysis with that, especially for an 850K. That house has to sit for a while. I mean, that property has to sit for a while for it to even be a deal. So I would, that's not, I just tell you off the, I'm like, just get off the phone. It ain't going to be like, there ain't no, I couldn't close that, man. I don't want to waste your time on it, but yeah, do over 100 days and then do the county next to you. And then just keep going more for the 100 days. Zillow for sale by owners aren't like an insane amount. Like you're not gonna be cold calling 30 hours a day on them. Just the older ones do well, but that was a good call, man. I mean, it's fine.
All right. So I'll do that then. Thank you.
Not bad, dude. But yeah, man, you're getting better. I mean, how many calls have you done total?
Like since I started?
Yeah.
I'd probably done 1,000.
1,000? All right.
Yeah, 1,000.
That's good.
I've been putting in trying to cold call for like an hour, 2 hours. At most like Monday through Friday.
Okay. Having any success with it?
Not really. I mean, I've been trying to look for markets like you know that are like high equity lists. I've been trying to do high equity lists. I've been trying to also do what's this other one? High equity liens. But I'm just trying to find like a good market to virtually wholesale because you know I'm in New York right now and there's really, you know.
I get it.
So
I get it. What I can tell you right now, man, is you're gonna have to stick to a market and then focus on that one. You going around a million different markets is not gonna like make you any better. You're gonna have to focus on one market and keep it going. So either if it's San Antonio or like, because if you do a different market every month, you're gonna fail.
Okay.
You got to focus on one and get good at it because that's how you build your cash buyers and stuff. Have you seen my top 25 cash buyers real estate market video?
Yeah.
Choose one and stick with it and then do that one. Or do anyone outside of there. You're going to be fine.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Do you speak Spanish or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, San Antonio would probably be a good one. El Paso could be an option. If you can speak Spanish, then you could do a place that speaks. But there's not, on the contrary, there's not an insane amount of deals that like the seller speaks Spanish. Because I mean, I've closed. We just closed a deal with the seller that only spoke Spanish, but the daughter spoke English, and we negotiated through there. So like,
there's always someone to.
I don't think it's gonna be a big difference, man.
Yeah.
Well, I would stick to a market, man, and pull the government lists and do that.
Okay.
And I think you've watched enough of my stuff. You're good enough calling where if you cold call the government lists, you're gonna do fine.
Sounds good.
So start pulling it, man.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right. You've been good stuff, Randy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Angelo wants me to explain for sale by owners. Basically, how for sale by owners work is you're cold calling people that list their property for sale, not publicly, but they're trying to sell it off market. And we're going after people that have actually called we're actually going after people that have gotten a bunch of calls on it, but the property's just been sitting there for a while. And we try to get them down on price. So we're going to keep calling on mine. If Asher or Paul want to comment that they want to start cold calling, I'll set them up and help them out there. If not, I'll get back to my cold calling. Oops. All right, let's go back out here. Back to my New Hampshire cold calling. All right, let's load it up. Let me answer some questions real quick too. What do you mean by government lists? Government lists are lists, basically they're listing get from the government, and they're great for cold calling These are going to be your water shutoffs, your code violations, your tax liens, your tax delinquencies, pre-foreclosures, fire damage properties, arrest record list. They're very, very good. Let me do this one real quick, and then we'll probably have to switch dates on this. NJJ Smith Criminals, 100% right. 85% of these sellers are absolutely delusional about the price on the property. The problem is we're going after the 15%. Is Brookhaven, Mississippi a good place to start wholesaling? Let me check it out. Brookhaven, Mississippi. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you got a Walmart. You're fine. Yeah, kind of in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, dude, do it. Median sales price on Zillow. $140K. Yeah, you're good, man. That's a good market. Hit that like button. Appreciate it, bro. Does driver dollars work in? Yeah, it works in Phoenix. Probably not the best one to do. Judging from your cactus, you might be from Phoenix, Scott. It's okay. Thanks for hooking me up with EO Man. I don't know what EO Man is. Give me some context on that one. But let's go back here. All right, what is this one? All right, we can call it. This is a pretty decent house right here.
Hello, you've reached David, and I will call you back as soon as I can. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Zach. Give me a call back. Thanks. All righty. All righty. All right, let's answer some questions up here. Hooking me up with women. I meant you got me some good. Oh my God. All right. Thanks, brother. Real one for sure. I appreciate that, bro. Primal Eskimo said, started being straight up with sellers with the public data, and my script tracing team searched this up. Awesome, man. Let's see. Let's get some questions about any of the calls that I've been doing and seeing what I can help you guys with here. All right, let's go here. Let's go in. All right, guys. While we're doing this, while we're waiting here, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, guys. Appreciate it. All righty. All right, let's see. What other questions we got here? So we're getting asked here, does drawing for dollars work in LA? So Los Angeles, no. Louisiana, yes. So Louisiana is a good one. What you have to do when you're driving for dollars to know if it's good or not is I always just say, hey, does driving for dollars work in your market? If it does, then sure. If it doesn't, no. And that's usually how I figure it out. So that's kind of my gauge if trying for dollars is going to work in a market or not. Is if trying for dollars does work, then it will. If people in your market aren't doing well, then I would probably not be doing it. MJJ Smith Criminal asks Zach, when working with a realtor for a cash buyer, do you have to pay the realtor? How does that work? So if a realtor is using a cash buyer, a lot of wholesalers think that they have to, pay them a commission of the deal, which if you're not licensed, you're really not going to do too well on it. So my biggest thing I always tell everyone is pay them a marketing fee. So for example, like I do a lot of closings, do a lot of deals with realtors that bring cash buyers because they overpay for a lot of my deals. I might give them like 3, 4, 5K of like a marketing fee because they're marketing for me. Sometimes, I partially own a real estate brokerage, so technically I could get around that, but I kind of like to leave it pretty safe. Cody says, what's the best city in Kansas? The market is pretty sparse. Kansas got some good wholesaling markets. Honestly, I would tell you, I'm actually thinking here, so where like a lot of people are doing a lot of virtual deals. Wichita, Kansas actually is a really good market for wholesaling. Cody, let me know where in Kansas you are because I kind of do some market analysis of it and kind of break it down. But yeah. Is there a fee to give government list? Usually no. But sometimes you got to pay for that. So yeah. Is North Dakota a good market for a wholesaler? If you live in North Dakota, then yes. Most places outside of the average San Francisco, Los Angeles, Seattle, New York City, outside of that, you're going to do good. So yeah. All right. We're going to ask here, someone saying Manhattan, Kansas. That one's a good one too. I actually was talking to somebody in Manhattan, wholesaling real estate there, because they're in college. But yeah, that's awesome. How do you feel about Fresno, California market? Fresno, dude, it's an amazing market, man. That little valley right there, amazing. Make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe. Appreciate it. JF says, how do you determine a good area versus a bad area to wholesale? It really depends, honestly, if you can wholesale or not in there. And what I mean by that is if you're in a market and let's say it's a really nice, pristine market and you can't get any deals there, I consider it a bad market. So there's areas where I live, they're all like $1 million houses, right? That's a bad wholesaling market because it's very hard to find someone who wants to sell for less than the market value. And there might be places people might call, rougher areas where the average price is like 40,000. The crime rate might be like a lot higher there. But here's the cool part, guys. There's a ton of deals you can get there and there's a ton of cash buyers. And I consider that a good wholesaling market. So that's kind of how I determine if a market is like good or bad, especially in wholesaling real estate. That's all, dude. You got to get your reps in for cold calling. That's how you get good. Yeah, and that's kind of why I like when you have a motel or like a bigger wholesaling deal, you kind of want to see like if it's good NOI or the cap rate on it. Obviously, you should like as a wholesaler just look up those terms. I'm not here to say terms over your head. That's what lawyers like to do. But if you actually go out here and I'm telling you right now, you do NOIs and like the cap rate and you don't know what you're talking about, sometimes you can get in trouble. So just understand what they are generally. NOI is the net operating income. And basically that's basically the net you're going to make on the deal. Cap rate's kind of off a percentage of the NOI. Just look up how to calculate it so you know how to do it. Investopedia is actually pretty good with it. So I'm going to ask here, there's a lot of properties, 200K and under that need work here. And there's a ton of cash buyers in Kansas. Cody, there's a ton of them there. And they're actually, they're pretty good price. Like anything under 250, you can easily get good deals in. So how do you get properties that aren't filed with an attorney? Usually that's in the name probate, right? It's definitely a court process. Usually gonna have an attorney do it. You can go around it. Most of them aren't married to their attorney with it, which you can not go around, but you can still get it under contract there. Sabrina says, sorry, Raul, I'm a real estate cold caller 3 years now. I'm from the Philippines. Hold on, let me get this here. Oops. Yeah, I'm from the Philippines. Can't imagine that happened to you. A lot of mistakes on cold calling script and the age. Yeah, you got to be careful of the agency. Like, I don't run an agency. I don't charge people for that. I just don't need to deal with that. So, let's see here. So Clarissa asks, do people really live in ugly houses? People live in I have a deal right now in the hoarder's house, like from the bottom to the top, it's all junk. Okay. All junk. Nasty. I'm not a big fan of door knocking probates because generally in the keyword like probate, there's no one living in the house. So I'm not too big on that one. Let's see here. That's cool. You got a YouTube channel on it. Let's see here. See what other questions we got. Yeah, I mean, Primal asked about you have to be straight up with the people you like in wholesaling real estate. You have to be straight up and to the point with the people you're talking to. There's no room for lying in this business. There's no room for lying. Oh, I live in your market, even when you're doing virtual wholesaling. There's no room for that stuff. So we're gonna ask, how do you call me? Just hop on the link if you're doing some cold calling on here. Joe says I'm texting 1,000 people a day. When do I break the text convo to move to a call? How much qualifying should I do via text? So Joe, that's a great question. So you're doing a lot of texting here. The thing I do is once you have an inkling of motivation, and what I mean by this is if there's a tiny bit of motivation for somebody looking to actually sell the property, you call them. Not of how much you want to sell it for? Is this the right time? What's your motivation? No, you go straight from that text to a call because you're the average person in your market's not going to do that. And you have to get in front of that. Getting right there over the phone, getting on the phone actually out there, because people are going to shut off a text any day. I like text cold calling, just cold text out there. And then right when they get any motivation they're texting, boom, you got to call them, get that appointment. Guys, speed is everything in this business. You have to be fast going after these sellers or your competition will do it. And that's the honest truth here. Let's see here. So I always get asked here, do you offer mentorship? So everyone asks, Zach, do you offer mentorship? Do you have, the honest truth is I have free mentorship at freewholesaling.com. I don't charge anything. I make enough money wholesaling. I don't need to charge you money for it. I give everything I have for free. I want to change this business. People say they want to change this business, try to sell you a $5,000 course and destroy the industry. I give it all for free because I'm not a scared little guru. That's the honest truth. Alrighty. Yeah, you should definitely get giving them your script. All right, let's hop on. Let's answer a quick question. Brandon. Yo.
Yo, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. You cold calling today? What's up?
Okay, yeah, I just had a quick question. I've actually found an owner, and he does a lot of tax sale properties, and so he wanted to close via quick claim deed. So I was just wondering, what's the closing process as far as that?
Yeah, so the seller wants to close via quick claim deed,
right?
then again, all right. So I've had this a couple times. The seller thinks they're doing that because it saves everyone money for my title search and everything like that. I get
Right.
it. You need to explain to the seller that, hey, because they think they're. Did you tell the seller that you're paying closing costs?
Right. Yeah. I told him that, and he was like, "Well, you don't have anything to worry about." He was like, he's gonna run the title and try and get it confirmed. So I'm not really familiar with that process. So
Yeah. So I'll be honest with you, man. You have to use a title company. Number one, because no cash buyer in their right mind is going to buy a property without title insurance unless this is like a $5,000 mobile home in like the boondocks, right? Where they're just going to rent it out for the rest of their life. So a cash buyer is going to want that, obviously. If I'm going to spend $200K on a house, I'm not risking me losing everything without title insurance on the thing. Come on, right? It's like living in Florida without home insurance, and you live in like Miami, dude. Like the thing get blown over, you lose the entire house. Same thing with title insurance, dude. It's important. And the title company is the one that pays you, and that's going to be on your side on this deal, right? And it's going to give you legitimacy. You just explain, hey, since we're buying this property and we're going to spend a lot of money renovating this property, me and my partner, which it is true, you and or your partner is going to do that. You don't want to waste all that money if there's a title dispute. And you might have to say, hey, this has never happened to me, but I've heard of plenty of people this has happened to, which I have plenty of times. And Brandon, I guess I'm your partner here. I've heard it. So you've technically heard it. Yeah. That, dude, if there's a title dispute on that thing, man, oh my gosh, that cash buyer could put $50K into it and they could lose the entire deal. And the most important thing you have to say is it will literally cost no extra time and no extra money out of your part. Should be no issue with that.
Okay, so just explain to him that I'd rather do this for our safety, and that he shouldn't have.
Not that you rather, you need to do it.
Oh, okay.
The way you explain it's going to help you out a lot. You explain, hey, I need to do it like this, so me and my partner are protected. That's just the way he is.
Okay. All right, and there shouldn't be any objections from that point.
I don't see any legitimate ones.
All right, yeah, that's all I had for today, man. I appreciate it.
No worries, man. Keep it up, bro.
Likewise. Thank you, man.
Oh. All righty. And then, yeah, I say that if there's foundation issues already on the property, you're going to have to be worried. Never good. Ashley.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm blessed.
Good.
What's up? How can I help you today?
I was just asking, so when I do cold calling, I usually say, hey, I'm Ashley. I'm calling about your property on such and such street. Please give me a call back at my number. And I noticed that when you call, you just say your name. Do you think that that will get you more callbacks? Do you think that's more efficient? Should I not leave a detailed voicemail?
So I'll be honest with you on my voicemails. I mean, I did hours of cold calling today. I do hours every single month on the channel, right? What I found is statistically, the more people that call you, the more times you can get in front of a seller, the more chances you have of giving an offer. Therefore, the more offers you give, the more chances you get a property under contract. A lot. The more properties you get under contract, the more money you make, right?
Right.
So if you go on the phone, on the voicemail and say, hey, my name's Ashley and I work for Ashley Home Buyers, and you just explain this entire thing, you might just put off a seller and say, I don't want to deal with that, right? This seems corporate fake. I don't want to sell my house, or, not that per se, but like, hey, I don't want to deal with another corporate. I just want to go with a real buyer. They might think you're not a real buyer. Versus if they get you on the phone and they're like, wait, they say, hey, this is Ashley. Can you please, I had a quick question. Can you please give me a call back? Statistically, I've gotten probably a 20% extra callbacks. That means there's more people over the phone that call you. And then once you get a hold of them, and they might be like uneasy with you, Ashley, like, should I sell the house to you, or how do I trust you, right?
Yep.
And maybe you just say that. They don't trust you off that initial voicemail or something. And maybe say something wrong or something. They're not going to just go with you, and then boom, you lose the deal, right?
Right.
And the thing is, here's another part too. A lot of sellers don't pick up the initial phone. I mean, have you gotten those calls from like the auto warranty deed people?
Yep.
Right. A lot of people are so sick of that they don't answer. They legitimately don't answer their phone calls that are like not from a contact anymore, especially older folks. So if you go say, hey, this is Ashley from Ashley Home Buyers, right? You're like, oh, that's soliciting. I don't want to deal with it. Like, oh, that's how older people think. Guess what? If you say, hey, this is Ashley, I had a quick question, call me back. They're intrigued right now.
Right.
And if you're the only wholesaler out of 5 that called them that day that intrigued them, you will probably be the only person that week that actually got a hold of that seller, which gives you a huge advantage.
Right.
So that's why you want to keep them curious. You just get in front of more people, which means you can offer you, hey, my name's Ashley and I buy houses cash. And maybe you said it in a way that might have off-put someone on a voicemail, but in person, you're saying it with a smile or saying it nice. Hey, you know what? I actually am actually looking to sell my house. Or I might be selling it. I don't know. And then boom, they talk to your personality and boom, you got the deal, right?
Right.
I've done too many deals from like that, which I have to tell people to do that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
I'll try that.
All right. Any other questions?
Not for now. I'm still.
All right. Keep it up.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Boom. Awesome. So Regilo says this is absolutely true. You know, you got to get the motivation from your seller, especially when you're starting out those cold calling. It's so important, guys. Like motivation's going to be the make it or break it, seeing if it's doing it. Let's see. Yeah, that salesman pen clicking's never good. Yeah, I no one else does like what we're doing here on the cold calling. So yeah. Aaron, no problem. You can do any calls you want with me. I mean, we do it once a month, so no big deal. How would you get the property to actually see it? Yeah, it happens all the time. Like the roof's leaking, but they're like, oh, I don't want to sell the property. Sometimes the property's motivated, but the seller isn't motivated. And honestly, like it kind of sucks. That's the truth. But like sometimes you gotta go from there. But if I see the property's motivated, yeah. So King Edward's like, what's the mobile notary for? The mobile notary is when we're closing, I'm already putting in the seller's head that I'm already going to be the buyer for them. And now they can start visualizing me being the buyer. So when I offer them something, they already made the decision I'm going to buy the property, even without saying the price on there. This is the stuff that you get in the high level $5,000 guru seminar courses for wholesaling that I give away for free. You have to paint in their picture already that you're going to buy the property when you're talking to them. This is stuff nobody gets, nobody talks about. It's just because like, hey, I make enough money in this business. I want to help everyone. So the mobile notary is just because that seller's in Florida. That's in New Hampshire. I want them to understand that we're actually going to buy this property. And yes, I did use the dollar bill method on that call you guys heard there. Sorry for the people that just watching on Instagram, TikTok, everything. I needed my phone for the live cold calls, but I was cold calling live for you guys on here, but I need my phone for live cold calling. So go on YouTube, Flip of the Rick on YouTube or Zach Ginn on YouTube, or I got 4 YouTube channels now. So whatever one you want, it'll be on there. But yeah, guys. So I'll grab a question from here. You know, I'm getting asked here in 2022, how many calls to get a deal and what list do you pull? That's a great question. The thing is, if you want to know how many calls to get a deal, it depends on the list, obviously. I would say on average, it takes about 400 to 500 driving for dollars leads to get a deal. And maybe 600 probates, maybe 500 probates to get a deal. Now, if you're doing high equity, it might take you 3 to 4,000. And so just understand, sometimes it's different every time. Let's see here. I have in my open house right now. I'm just listening to you from Sacktown, Sacramento. Dude, the Sacramento Kings, man, like that is the one NBA team. I even remember the Knicks used to be good. I've never remembered the Sacramento Kings ever being a good basketball team. It breaks my heart, dude. I feel so bad, man. Like every other team I know has had a run or like they're decent, you know. I've never heard the Sacramento Kings being good. Like you had DeMarcus Cousins and that was it, man. It's sad, man. I've never like even the Browns make the playoffs sometimes, man. Ugh. And he says, how much do you make a month? Nice try, IRS, trying to get me. I make $5 a month. Man, these people, man. So Kamikaze asked a good, like, so when I'm doing my spinner wheel, figuring out where I'm going to cold call for the live, you know, for you guys, how do I include states that don't allow wholesaling? This is a huge one. There is right now, let me go to my calculator, like, boop, 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 boop. All right, just calculate it, okay? Kamikaze. There is 0 states that wholesaling is illegal. 0 states. Let me say this one more time. There is 0 states that wholesaling real estate is illegal. Okay? There's rules around wholesaling in maybe some states, but wholesaling is not illegal there's 0 states where it's illegal in the United States of America as of this recording, as of this live stream. Okay? Let's sort of talk about this for a second, okay? Number 1, first and foremost, Illinois is the only state where there's some decent regulations on the wholesaling real estate industry, the industry of putting a property under contract and then assigning it to a cash buyer and making a profit in between that. For example, I find a deal, driving for dollars, whatever. I put it under contract for $100,000 and I find a cash buyer for $120,000. I assign it for $20,000 profit at closing. I make $20,000. Seller gets $100,000 that we agreed to. Illinois, you can do 1 wholesaling deal per year. Outside of that, you're going to need a license. Now, I always say this. This is my big disclaimer on Illinois. Everyone can hear me. I've always said the same thing. There's ways around this law where you don't have to be licensed and you can wholesale real estate. I'm not going to say which one or which way it is. There's multiple gray areas and loopholes around this. I'm not going to be the person that gets in trouble of telling you which ones. Go in the loops, go to real estate groups, figure it out. They'll tell you the loopholes. I am not here to tell you them, but there are for Illinois and very, very creative, interesting ones. But for Illinois, most likely you should get licensed if you live there. Illinois is actually a great state for wholesaling. You make a ton of money. I'm not going to dive into the gray areas or loopholes around it. I'm not a lawyer, legal advisor. Lawyer has told me not to say it, so I will not because it's technically in a gray area. I don't want to get in trouble for anything. So that being said, outside of that, someone says Nebraska, Oklahoma, there's these crazy regulations, man. You don't know what you're talking about. The truth is in wholesaling real estate, guys, straight up, okay? Let's do Oklahoma, Nebraska, for example. These are states where it is illegal. It's not legal for you to publicly market the property. So let's do a broad macro view here of wholesaling real estate, okay? In wholesaling real estate, I do my marketing. I find a property, okay? Find a deal, and I lock it up with my contract at freewholesaling.com. Everyone watching this should go to freewholesaling.com, FREEWHOLESALING, freewholesaling.com. That is my free wholesaling course. I have no paid mentorships. There's no way you can even pay me money to learn wholesaling. It is absolutely for free. There's literally all free. I put a property under contract and then I lock it up. Now here comes the cash buyer part. It is illegal for me to publicly market that deal publicly, which basically means Craigslist, online, Facebook Marketplace. I can't post it publicly. Facebook groups are actually different. You could probably post in a group and be fine, but I would not do that. That is a gray area. You basically can't post it on Facebook or Craigslist or like online or like a for sale by owner, which if you've been watching my content, I don't even recommend doing that for cash buyers. I'm telling you straight up here, though. This is the best part. You can privately market this in Nebraska, in Oklahoma. What I mean by this is I have a deal, I lock it up for $100,000. I literally go to cold call the 4 rents, Cold call. Hey, are you the owner of this house? Yes, I am. I'm looking to rent this property out. Hey, my name is Zach. I'm actually not looking to buy the property. I'm actually a wholesaler. I usually get properties under contract and I sign them for a profit. Are you looking to buy any more properties? And would you potentially looking to be a buyer for me? You get that? And yes, I would. Great. All right. You add them to the list. You call them back. You get the proof of funds. You qualify them. Everything I say at freewholesaling.com, right? You've got to make sure they're a good buyer. Now you have that deal under contract for $100,000. It's illegal for me to go to Facebook and say 123 Main Street for sale for $200,000 or $120,000. I get the law. Like I'm not for it, obviously, but I'm not this type of person that actually goes out here and that's like, oh, I'm not going to say anything about the law, but like I get why they have it, for example. So what you do there is you just call that person you qualified, say, hey, John, I have a property under contract, 120,000, 123 Main Street. Can I email you the deal? Boom. You can even do it over the phone if you want to keep it like 100% airtight. I assign it. Boom. I'm in Oklahoma, Nebraska. I made my profit, right? Boom. That's it. Like legit. I don't understand why people think wholesaling is like illegal. I just showed you like what the laws were and how to get around it. That's straight up because nobody tells you. I'm the only person that has ever said this. Me and Rick Ginn. We are the only people that has ever said this in wholesaling real estate. But once you get licensed, you are privy to the Real Estate Commission and the board and the National Association of, people like their badges. That's all I'm going to say. They have, on multiple occasions, every single year, gone to somebody who's done a wholesaling deal. The seller complained to the real estate board and said, I don't like they made a profit on the assignment. Now, if you're not licensed, hey, Zach legally did the deal and it's fine. If someone complains to the real estate board because they are beholden to the National Association of people that like their little pins, guess what happens? That board, because you're licensed, can take away your $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 assignment fee and make you pay a penalty. They can do that to you. That board has no right over me because I'm not in their little pretty game. Okay. They have no right or legislation to me. They can't regulate me. Okay. Because I'm outside their sphere of influence. But once I'm in their little bubble, they can do whatever they want to my deals. They can take deals away if they don't think it's cool or good. They can do whatever they want. Guess what? That's why I'm not licensed. And that's why I continue not to be licensed. Because I'm not going to have the National Association of people that like pins that wear suits all day with fake smiles take away my 50, 60, guys, I have hundreds of thousands to make every single month in this business. I'm not going to have a real estate board take that all away from me because they don't think the way I did it was nice. Let me tell you one thing. They've done it before. We have so many cases of this happening, and it's going to happen even more because National Association of Realtors don't like it sometimes, but I think I'll let that slip. But it's happened before. I'm not a big fan of them doing it, but they have done it. Rick has plenty of friends this has happened to. I've seen it actually personally, not with me or my business, but I've seen people have this before. So I am not going to be doing that. Okay. Yeah, man. It's a fun one. I get fired up for this stuff because everyone says, oh, Zach, wholesaling's illegal. Wholesaling's illegal. It's not illegal, guys. I just shared exactly the way around it. Your local guru is trying to scare you to buy a course, do this transactional funding program because they're trying to make money off of you because they make more money flipping students than they do flipping real estate. Make $0 flipping you students because I don't charge you guys. Okay, guys? Like straight up, I want to teach this business for free. I learned this business for free myself, and I'm here to teach you this so we can get rid of the guru game. That's it. Now, I'm the most hated person in the real estate wholesaling education space because I make these gurus lose millions of dollars every single year because I give all my information out for free. I'm telling you right now, I'm the most hated person in this real estate education industry, straight up. I embarrassed one of them, and now every one of them hate me. There's a reason why I don't get invited to speak at any masterminds, any events, because I'm bad for business for them. I legit have stopped so many people from buying $5,000 courses because I give that same information and more for free. And I'm a big problem in the industry. They've tried to shut me down. It ain't happening. It ain't going to censor me because I give this stuff for free, man. It's crazy. This business, man, I'm telling you, I'm here to destroy the gurus. I'm 22, man. Like, I ain't going anywhere, man. And the problem is I'm good enough in this business where I can make millions of dollars every single year, hundreds of thousands every month. I don't care. Like you can't censor me out of this because I'm not making money selling you guys courses. And that's the truth. This is why me and Rick are the most hated people in the not the most hated in wholesaling, because I think the people like us. The problem is the gurus and the coaches hate us, and I don't care. There's a reason why. There's a reason why we're the largest real estate wholesaling mastermind in the entire country at Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook, the largest wholesaling Facebook group in the entire country by active users. The reason why we have probably one of the most active YouTube channels out here is just because these gurus, they can't stop us, man. That's the truth. So let's answer some more questions. Israel wants to know, which guru did I embarrass? Can't talk about that, man. Ask around, bro. I'll tell you. Some people lose their cool when I expose them, but Grant Cardone always says this, if you're not hated, then you're not big enough. And I think we've touched enough lives where we do have haters, which is great, but usually the haters are the ones, losing it. Brandon, you're right. I mean, Mike Bibby, but like, if Mike Bibby's like your most popular player on your team, but he was good back in the day, I remember. C-Web, I mean, Jason Williams is a Heat player, man. He won. I'm telling you, he won the 06 with the Heat, man. Come on, bro. Come on. You can't claim Jason Williams. You didn't win a championship with him, so we get to claim. The Heat get to claim Jason Williams. Everyone's been following me for a while. Remembered the bubble, the emotional roller coaster of the Heat that me and Rick went through with you guys on the lives. Looks like we're going back to the finals this year with the Heat, so you're gonna have to hear me go talk about the Heat all the time. So Mari's got a great question here. Any tips for running comps in a non-disclosure state? So this is gonna be like Kansas, Louisiana, Texas, actually. A lot of states were non-disclosure. And the way you get around that is you can actually go to Zillow and actually go by the price per square foot, multiply that by the price per square foot on there. And actually pops up there. Pretty much ZachData.com does it. ListREI.com has it. For free, it's kind of harder. But I'd probably use a paid service too. Can you bring me on your show? I have 24 properties at age 19. Sullivan, if you want to be on the podcast with me, email support@flipwithrick.com, your information. I don't bring everyone on the podcast. If you want to prove you did 24 properties, you're going to have to show me 24 HUDs. Okay? I don't allow gurus on the show. I don't allow fakeness on the show. If you want to brag about doing deals, show me you've actually done the deals, and I'll put you on the show. I had Hunter on once. His name's Hunter. He's in Arizona. He told me he did 150K or like 120K in a month. And I was like, okay, Hunter, that's actually very impressive. Can you show me the HUDs? Homeboy pulled up on an email with $150,000 in 4 weeks of HUDs in Arizona. Legitimately. And I was like, whoa. And he legit showed. He's like, no, actually, I didn't. He's like, I didn't make one. It's actually 140 because of this. I'm like, you want to be on the podcast, dude? You gotta pull up with your HUDs. And dude, some people that pop up, they pull up with their HUDs, man. Oh my Lord. Oh my, like I'm telling you, when I pop up a guy or gal and they do 50K a month, they showed fit like on the past year on the podcast. I've been better at that. Some gurus have came on when I first started the podcast, like 100 subscribers, but like last in the last year, you had to pull up the show up and get on the channel. And some people have. So yeah. I've had the biggest names in wholesaling real estate asked to go on my podcast because they're trying to sell their course to an audience, quote unquote, that hasn't paid for mentorship. So they look at you, they chomp at the bit for you guys. And I'm like, okay, how many deals have you done in the past month? They said, I made 200K last month. I'm like, great. Send me a HUD. And guess what they do? Oh, that's private information. I'm like, well, just exit out your name on it and just show me HUDs with one title company. or just show me some HUDs with just the dates for the past month. Just show me a month of 200K. I mean, that's all I'm at. Hey, I can't share that. Can you exit out? I don't have time for this. I'm like, okay, don't go. Like, guys, these gurus are fake, and it's true. Everyone else, hey, do you mentor new wholesalers? Freewholesaling.com, guys. FREEWHOLESALING. Freewholesaling.com. Also, remember, guys and gals, if you are brand new in this business, I will actually talk to you one-on-one absolutely for free. If you are new, brand new, you just started this business yesterday, I'm telling you, I let anyone hop on and talk to me, regardless of your age, money, anything. I don't care how new you're in this business. I don't care if you've been doing this for years. I will let anyone hop on. You just go to Flip with Rick on YouTube, and then on the StreamYard link, and then go to Wholesaling House of Real Facebook group. I post the link to join every single Wednesday and Thursday. You get mentored for me one-on-one, absolutely for free. I'm the only person wholesaling real estate that does this. I've been doing it for years. So I'm doing it too. Liam, what's up? Minnesota dude. What sort of automation do you use? We have some Podio stuff. Most of our automation is kind of with our marketing though. Hedge funds at freewholesaling.com. I can't believe I'm seeing you live. You got to go on YouTube to see me live mostly. I go live 4 days a week, bro. Or ma'am. But yeah, guys. So guys, go to freewholesaling.com. Don't be buying these guru courses, and let's get it going, guys. I really appreciate it. Go to freewholesaling.com. We'll see you guys soon. And